Go ahead, you're playing.
Okay.
We're waiting on you.
We're back.
Well, they didn't know we went anywhere.
Weren't you gonna cut the video there or something?
I was, but then a fire broke out and we had to go save some children
Ah.
from an orphanage, and it was on the news.
Ah, right.
What's up with this wall?
So anyways, this item here, you're gonna love this. It's a Shine Spark puzzle. And the thing that you have to Shine Spark is, like, you see how there's this section of open space to the right of the item? You've got to come in from under that and spark up.
Okay, do you have a visual indicator of where you need to start your Shine Spark?
You're about to see it.
Oh my god.
Almost.
This looks really, really upsetting. And this is required?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just want the super.
I got you.
And I'm bad at short charges.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Can you explain that, or...?
What, short charge?
Yeah. Oh, I got it, but I'm gonna miss the... Oh, there we go. Oh, come the
Beautiful
fuck on.
job.
Come on.
I could explain short charge. I'm not sure if anybody would find it interesting, but Super Metroid actually tracks Samus's speed in two different ways. Like, one is her actual velocity, her acceleration and speed that she's actually moving. The second is a variable it tracks to determine how much your speed booster is charged up, and that's got like 4 steps to it. So basically what it does is it checks if you're moving, and if you've been moving for a certain amount of time, it boosts you up to the next speed booster level. What is that? Like phasing grapple blocks?
I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
That was like ghost blocks happening up there, out for bloody revenge.
It's Super Mario World all over again.
I guess. But anyway, the yeah, what are those?
That's a very good question. Like,
He's like, I'm just gonna make those flash for some reason, for no reason.
I don't know, maybe he thought that it was a way to make them stand out to make people notice, but I don't know. They seem harder to notice like that, so.
But anyway, the idea is you don't actually have to be speeding up in order to get your full speed booster charge. You just have to hold the speed booster button down on 4 individual frames during that run in order to hit those 4 levels. So that's when you watch task videos, you see them get like an instant speed booster in like
Pretty
2
much.
steps.
So I was doing a very bad version of that there.
Well, it's not really possible to do in console conditions, but what you can do is if you take a step or 2 before pushing the speed booster button, you trick the game into thinking you've been boosting longer than you have, and you get a short charge.
And now that I've remembered where I'm going, which is very hard. Nice. Good placement there.
I just hate this underwater section so much.
How can you hate the snails? It's so nice. They're like the best enemy in the game.
This is like Nazis. Because they're bad.
You're a Nazi, so there.
It's because this underwater section killed millions of people.
Can I get back up there? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to go back around.
Oh good, I was hoping you'd have to go back around. It's like, I just can't think of a reason those blocks would be flashing other than the guy thought it looked cool.
So anyways, coming up here, we're gonna do a trick called a gravity jump.
Right?
And in the previous version of the game, you could like take one of these snails and you could stand on it and you could ride it up this wall. But he changed the ceiling so that you can't do that anymore.
So
The snail just like hits the ceiling and falls off.
did he intend for you to gravity jump?
Yes, that is the intended solution. This is a ramp. So you go through like that. Bam, we're up here.
Wow. I would never have figured that out. See, I told you there were broken glass tiles in this game.
And space jump is required?
How are you supposed to know how to gravity jump? Like, how does the game teach you to do that?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You're just supposed to know because you're only supposed to play this game if you hang out at ROM hack communities.
Pretty much. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that. Although it is a really good game, you do need to be good at the original before you consider playing this.
Well, that's the thing is that's not something I would consider being good. That's just.
Well, I mean, be experienced. Like
you have to have arcane knowledge of
Yeah.
glitchy things about the game.
For video games, it's kind of one and the same. To some extent.
No, I don't think so. Because the game, if it has an intentional thing, it can teach you how to do it. And it can guide you into, this is how you're supposed to make this incredibly high jump. Well, look at like Mario 2. Okay, Super Mario Bros. 2, where you have to like duck, and you charge up and you get like a super jump. That's required in a lot of areas, but like the game shows you how to do that. And also it comes with an instruction manual that tells you what to do.
Oh.
Because if you
Well,
duck...
the instruction manual is cheating.
I agree, damn it. But no, because like if you duck for like a second, you start flashing, and then you get a jump. So it's like real easy to learn how to do it.
And then we're gonna go back through here. This is very, very gripping. You can keep talking about SMB too.
No, I was done. I had made my point.
Oh.
Because it teaches...
Well, your point sucks then. It's not long enough.
It's not long. I shall repeat it in French. I don't know French.
That's what she said.
That was not the appropriate time for that's what these...
Yeah, that was... I should have said that one line earlier. I'm sorry. Your point really isn't long enough.
Are we almost done with the underwater section?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we have to fight Dragon without the gravity suit?
Yes.
What the... Woohoo! No! 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 Get frickin' Freddy Krueger off my screen there. He's got... packs! Come on. Why did you do that, ROM hack guy? Why do you hate all life and light and everything that is good about humanity? And this section is just annoying because you can't see your character half the time. Any goodwill that this game had up to this point has just been demolished by that frickin' meat alien in the background.
Whoa, I did not know I could do that. Awesome.
What, run into a space pirate and take damage? I knew you could just ask me.
Well, now I know. I should have... That's why you're better at this game than me. You should be playing this. Here, let me give you the controller.
Alright, now I'm holding the controller. Let's see if I can do way better than John did.
Okay, let's see. Hey, a pirate. Let's get hit. I think this is very effective.
Not only is John still holding the controller, but he would not even use my controller when he came over. Like, he had his own controller that he brought from home.
Yeah, man, you gotta use your own shit. You gotta.
Even though it's an identical controller. Actually, it's probably not. I've got an SNES controller, but it's like all old and the L button doesn't work.
Yeah, I've played over here once before. I know that half your controllers are broken. Well, so I didn't want to take the chance.
Well, yeah, when you played Mega Man X, didn't you use the Retro Duo controller, the flimsy black one?
I have no idea.
I've got a couple of those flying around here. Those are... I don't like those because they're really light. And they're smooth, so they don't feel good. They get all smudgy. And then the police can identify them easily because they're covered in fingerprints.
Yeah, after you use them to kill someone. Because that's totally what you do with SNES controllers.
Absolutely. No court would convict you. Actually, they probably would, because murder is illegal. Not sure if you knew that.
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, here we go. More water that you can just inexplicably stand on. Can you blow this water up?
Oh, wow, these guys do a lot of damage. I should probably not be doing this. Well, that was a good idea. But we just saved.
Thank goodness. Why? How? What is the draw in making those little flea guys do so much damage?
Let's see. Do we have space jump yet? Yes, we do. Okay. So we did get the E-tank. Awesome. We have to go straight back to Freddy Krueger then.
Oh no. Have you played the new Mortal Kombat with Freddy Krueger?
I have not. I hear the game is good.
Oh, the game is really fun. The game is just fun. It's just And like, I guess if you think about it, it kind of makes perfect sense for Freddy Krueger to be in Mortal Kombat.
It does, kind of. Like, he really fits the game.
He fits the rest of the cast. Like, he like fits right. And they don't use like Robert Englund Freddy Krueger, so it's just like some generic version of Freddy Krueger that would like look like an actor. I was not expecting to see him in Metroid. Especially not naked. When I was a little kid, I didn't realize that Freddy Krueger was badly burned. I thought he was just covered in oatmeal.
Oh, that's a really touching memory. My parents wouldn't even let me see him, so I have nothing comparable to share.
I don't remember how old I was when I first saw the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I don't think I was ever disallowed. I just don't think I had any interest in them until like middle school.
When you suddenly grew up and decided that, hey, I wanted to be a badass, let's watch a movie.
Actually, I think what it was, like I was spending a night at a friend's house, and they happened to have like a Friday the 13th marathon on, and we watched a bunch of them. It wasn't until years after that that I really got into horror movies, though. This water, by the way, is not solid, unlike the other water in the area that looked exactly the same.
That's worth pointing out.
I'm going to point out every time I see it.
You're going to make me jump into every instance of water we ever see. Okay, let's see. Is this water solid? Yes or no?
I don't know.
This is very important.
Well, you remember how much I complained during Super RMN Bros about how they didn't make some of their waterfalls were background scenery, but some you had to swim up, and there was no indication of which was which. And I complained about that so much that like.
Okay, this time let's actually kill these things.
Oh, I should hope so. Why don't you use a power bomb?
Well, I don't have that many. That's the thing.
Do you see how your spacer keeps glitching out on these assholes?
Actually,
can you just get the power bomb and bail?
Well, they drop power bombs.
Oh, that's true.
Although, yeah, whatever.
You could use
it's a lost cause.
One power, or you could use like 2 power bombs to get 4. Okay.
I don't remember how much they take, though. That's the thing. They may or may not take more.
This water, by the way, is completely solid.
Well, it does look different.
Slightly. But it still doesn't look frozen. It doesn't look like it should be solid.
So yeah, power bomb economy is a pretty big issue in this game. And it's like, that's one of the reasons why I say that he kind of didn't really estimate how many items people would have at points. Because, like, we got a lot of pickups. We shouldn't be hurting for power bombs.
The thing is, too, like, having 5 power bombs or having 50 is not that big of a... There's not really any benefit to having way too many power bombs. You can't spam them against anything. It doesn't help you win boss fights that you could not win otherwise. Are there any bosses in the game that power bombs are actually useful against?
I don't think so.
I know you get an early hit on Ridley if you plant one right away, but I think that's about it.
That's not even cost effective because then it delays his invincibility time until after he takes off, so you lose a lot of damage from your charge shot instead.
Oh, yeah, see?
The more you know.
The more you know, absolutely. I think that graphic is copyrighted, otherwise I would use it right there.
You should. You should just use it right now.
What did I just say about legal fees?
Well, I mean, if...
How come you can't spring ball over those little gaps?
I don't know, maybe you can. I haven't tried. Yeah, you can. Okay.
You're just so used to not having spring ball, I guess.
Pretty much. Let's see. We're going for a wave beam now, I think. Yeah. That should be out through this door.
I guess you could argue that on planet Eris, water has different physical properties or whatever.
Depending on where it is and which room it's in.
That's a fine line. What are you even standing on?
Water. It's
okay.
Really reflective, see?
I guess. That's kind of a tricky thing to do in sci-fi, though, is because if you alter the physical properties of things, sometimes it makes sense, but sometimes you can't suspend your disbelief enough.
I think that room looked really cool, to be honest.
It looked cool. I'm just saying, having something that water works different in our world is water's kind of too elemental to human nature. Riven did that because in Riven they say, if you apply heat to water, it moves away.
Oh, I should not have gotten hit by that.